Everybody in Fortnite, when they're looking at a video of the entirety of the Fortnite story, will think, I really want to understand a lot of this story. But every video out there tends to go a little bit too deep into details. And sometimes maybe somebody doesn't want to know all the details and they just want a basic run through. So this video is for all of you who don't want to listen to every little detail about the Fortnite story. We're going to briefly cover every little season in a comedic manner that helps you understand everything in Fortnite. Chapter 1, Season 1. Basically, we're in a simulation and we don't know it yet. Chapter 1, Season 2. Again, we're in a simulation and we don't know it yet, but hey, look at this cool city, Tilted Towers. Chapter 1, Season 3. Everyone begins to have a love for acting, but the acting goes a little too far, things start to get bad, and meteors rain from the sky and that. Chapter 1, Season 4. A creepy visitor from an unknown world crashes down on the island, and no, who am I kidding? He's just a normal guy, just stuck in the simulation like the rest of us. He wants out, he made a way out, and that's that. Chapter 1, Season 5. He found a way out, but now the sky is cracked, things are changing a lot around the island, there's Viking ships and a lot of other stuff, and then boom! Cube! Chapter 1, Season 6. Skycrack got a little smaller, pooped out a cube, the cube moved around the map for a few weeks until it stole a house in the middle of the island. Yes, an entire house. Then, pulled a Michael Bay, blew up the house, poor homeowners. Oh, and monsters. Lots of monsters appeared. Chapter 1, Season 7. An iceberg drifted onto the island and crashed into it, revealing the biggest villain of all time. Santa. Nah, I'm just kidding. Some evil wizard dude called the Ice King, and Santa. Chapter 1, Season 8. An evil fire guy escaped from the evil ice guy's castle and made a volcano. With what? Who knows? Probably some magic spells or something. Oh, and pirates invaded. Because why not, right? Chapter 1, Season 9. The government of the island dug up a huge UFO-looking thing in the middle of the island, right where the cube exploded. Alien runes showed up. We, the smartest individuals on the island, decided, hey, let's put the alien runes into the big thing in the ground. Then it opened, gave us a chance of what we wanted. We chose the drum gun. It spit us out, and the volcano erupted in the meantime, causing the worst destruction we had seen on the island yet. Chapter 1, Season X. After an evil monster escaped from the evil ice guy's mountain due to the evil fire guy's volcano event, lots of evil, the government decided, let's go Pacific Rim on this dude, and built a huge robot to combat the monster. After a big fight, the robot pulled a big glowy orb out of the ground and cracked it, and used the energy from it to kill the monster. But the cracked orb went boom, and all of existence was f***ed. Oh, but the visitor's back. But it's not the visitor, it's the scientist. But everyone thought it was a visitor, so let's go with that. He's back, time is frozen, he has one plan left, suck everything into a black hole. Great idea, by the way. He does that, and for a couple of days, children across the world were screaming at parents, breaking controllers, and complaining that Fortnite was dead. But then the unimaginable happened. Chapter 2, Season 1. A new map! Who would have guessed, right? Chapter 2, Season 2. At this point, the story got so weird, we didn't know what was happening, so I will describe the season as it was. Agents versus agents, spy versus spy, a lot of fighting, a lot of intel, a lot of gold, and most importantly, Deadpool. Chapter 2, Season 3. Turns out a guy named Midas didn't like who he was working for, so he decided to try and escape the simulation just like the first guy. And guess what? It didn't work. The island got flooded from his mistakes, he got eaten by a shark. What a life. Chapter 2, Season 4. Marvel hero Thor found his way into the island to tell us the huge villain is on his way, and by huge villain I mean huge villain, Galactus. Somehow he calls upon every other Marvel hero he knows and wants to help out, and they agree. Then for a whole few months, Iron Man hacks the entirety of existence and helps us beat the big bad. Chapter 2, Season 5. After everyone Marvel just poofs out of existence, we're left with a giant glowy orb on the island, floating above the ground, and a government, who we now know as the Imagined Order, wanting us to stay put, so they keep us at bay and send out their not-so-smart at the time Agent Jones to get more and more people in the loop to cause chaos. Well, that didn't work too well, because the big orb of reality, well, it broke existence again. Chapter 2, Season 6. Due to how many people were brought into the loop, the exposed 0 point, aka Big Orb, broke existence again, but the agent from the IO rebelled and called an unknown entity to the island to help out. This entity is a leader of the 7, known as Foundation. He literally stuck himself inside the 0 point to keep it from imploding. Reality saved, right? Wrong. Chapter 2, Season 7. Somehow, big aliens appear and want the big energy ball, so they blow up the tower it's in, only to find out, oh, where'd it go? It ain't here. Well, that leads to the next plot point. Spoilers for the comics, by the way. Batman 0 point. Shortly before the invasion of the aliens, Batman got called to the island by the government against his will. Batman, using his detective skills, finds a way out of the memory loss and constant killing and discovers the big ball of energy at the bottom of the island. The bottom? After it was just at the top? Excuse me? Someday right here. Chapter 2, Season 7 continued. The government gather up everybody and they're like, hey, let's band together to fight the aliens. They come up with a super secret plan to destroy the mothership, but they leave us in there for dead because they're scared and they hate us. Spoiler for another comic, by the way. Batman Foundation. During this time, we learned that after the aliens blew up the tower, the Foundation got sent to the last reality that it was calibrated to. Thanks, Batman. And that just so happened to be the DC Universe. He goes there, gets the help of Batman, returns to the loop, and they begin a huge process of fighting again. But enough of comic spoilers, let's get straight to the next season. Chapter 2, Season 8. The I.O. plan backfired. Anyways, after trying to literally kill everybody aboard the mothership and the things inside the mothership, the cubes from Season 6, wow, didn't see that coming, fell onto the island, corrupting everything and leading their queen to us. The I.O. literally stops caring from there on out, and they're gone for the rest of that season. And the Seven show up and help us win the war against the aliens by literally flipping the island over. Yeah, flipping the island. What? Chapter 3, Season 1. The island is flipped over, all is well, and we learn more about the Seven and what they were hiding this entire time. And then the I.O. comes back up to the surface using giant drills, and we are dealing with these idiots yet again. Chapter 3, Season 2. The I.O. have made it to the island. They want to fight the Seven. They brought blimps, they brought tanks, choppers, and more. The Seven wins most of the fights and takes over all of their war sites. Then the I.O. have one last plan up their sleeve, to build a reality collider that can literally destroy everything. Instead of winning, they literally say, well, guess I'll die. But don't worry, because in Chapter 3, Season 3, we're vibing. Everything should be okay. We won against the fight with the collider and the I.O., and now the Seven, aka the defenders of all realities and all existence, they've helped us relax for a little while. So yeah, that is the entirety of the Fortnite story up to this point in time. Hope you guys enjoyed that little breakthrough, rundown, comedic intro, outro, whatever that was of the Fortnite storyline. Obviously, there are more videos out there that go further in depth, but this one is just a basic one for everybody who doesn't want to sit through them all. So I hope it was enjoyable. I hope it was funny, and if you want to use my Support a Creator code in the Epic Games Store, mine is StrawDesertHD, as you see on screen. If you want to subscribe for more content like this, more funny moments of Fortnite, more Destiny 2 guides, and more challenge guides for Fortnite, depending on how difficult they may be, make sure to subscribe. I always work on this stuff now. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.